What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that huck to and spit on that thing.
Alright, Jamari. Hawk to a girl just tried to come back. She totally failed.
So it has been a couple of months since the last time I spoke about the almighty Hawktua. And the last time we caught up with her, she had only 9 viewers left on her live stream.
You ever wish you weren't famous? Yeah,
Damn.
sometimes. Hold on, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
And of course, we also learned that she is now selling some sort of spicy content online to make ends meet, asking for $20 to $50 for a single image.
There's more to me than just Hawk2.
But recently, she went on to an interview with Andrew Callahan of Channel 5 News, where she spoke about her 15 minutes of fame, the hot coin fiasco, and where she sees herself going in the future. And right off the bat, she hit us with this quote.
I think people give me a lot more credit for that whole crypto scam than like I can actually pull off. They're like, oh yeah, she pulled this off. I'm almost a 22-year-old girl. Like, you give me so much credit. You really think I can do that by myself? Okay.
Because essentially, her only defense after all of this time is to continue to play stupid.
There was types of coins, I guess. I still couldn't I'm telling you, I have no idea.
And to be honest, the interviewer Andrew does nothing to ever push back.
It seems like you really don't know.
No, I'm dumb as a bag of rocks, so.
I don't think you're dumb. I just think you don't know about crypto.
I don't.
Which makes
By
you
no
smart.
means. Exactly. That's what they told me to, and I was like, huh, thanks, I guess.
Like, if anything, to me, this interview read as much more of like a PR fluff piece, much more than anything else, as he helps her kind of paint this narrative of like the unassuming little girl.
All of scam YouTube is kind of using you as this pariah.
This is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why the fuck are you on?
He's barking up the wrong tree. Like, he thinks I did this. Like, full intent, knowing what's gonna happen. I didn't know anything about it. We're gonna take all her money, and she took all our money and stuff like that, and it's bullshit, really, because like I didn't do it. Like, you can look at me sitting here and you're like, yep, she's a crypto scammer. She took all the money.
Yeah.
No, I just think that because she was the face of the entire operation, obviously she took the brunt of the criticism. Like, if I opened up Jamari's lemonade stand, and this guy Bob over here is scratching his nuts and then pouring the sugar in, mixing it with his little pinky, and then all my customers get sick, guess what? They're not gonna say, yo, what happened, Bob? They're gonna say, Jamari, what happened, my boy? And I get that she is not the sharpest crown in the box, but this whole I'm just a dumb girl routine is beyond played out at this point. And because that was the central theme of this interview, I felt like when I was digesting this video, I was missing the fucking pickles.
Bubble bath? What do you think?
This is pretty good. Only one thing. You forgot the pickles!
And I do believe that Andrew feels this way because he himself found popularity doing these same types of drunken interviews on Bourbon Street in New Orleans back in the day.
Now this is one of my deepest secrets, you hear me? I was having sex with a broad, right? And I'm hitting and I start feeling
I've seen this shit.
the whole man that night, my nigga. I f***ed the man, son. Talk to me like that. I appreciate you, hear me?
And now the guy has some sort of eternal guilt about his past, admitting that he is ashamed and now even claiming that there should be a legal penalty for filming people in this fashion.
It's sad because I know that I sort of created the party strip interview model, and that's the thing that I'm most ashamed about. I was in Scottsdale the other day just visiting some friends, and I'm walking on this party strip where there's like shit-faced college kids walking down the street, you know what I mean, yelling. They don't know what they're doing. They're just kids. And then you have 4 man on the street, dead sober interviewers asking everybody, what's your body count? What's the freakiest shit you ever done? Have you ever cheated on your girl? Can y'all trade phones? This shit where I'm like, bro, that's up. There should be some kind of like penalty for that. Like,
so that is why he clearly sympathized with her from the very start, because
What you don't know how to say, no? The next person, you don't have to participate.
he had her in the victim seat long ago.
Release forms past a certain level of inebriation are actually void. So technically, all these body count people, even
if somebody come and ask me and my fee to switch phones, we're not doing it in front of the camera. We can do that at home. We're not doing it in front of the camera. We not finna put them on. The fuck? Oh, fussing, that shit dead. You gotta know that shit is dead.
Like the Hawk Tua girl, she could sue that dude.
And while I do believe a lot of these guys doing these interviews can be predatory, getting drunk is not a defense for saying stupid things into a camera in 2026. And in no way did this dude force any of these people he talks to on the street to speak to him at all, much less in the way that Hawk did.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk too and spit on that thing.
Like, there's no point in answering dead end questions or the interview questions.
And because he already decided that she was the victim both in the streets and in the scam, this actually does her no favors because it voids her of any chance to show true accountability.
And I saw like the seeds of cruelty begin to be planted. People were like, Haley, you're gonna have to make an OnlyFans soon. Like, time's coming to a close. Like,
exactly.
Shaq's not gonna have you at his next DJ Diesel set at the Bellagio in Vegas. Think of something new. So I saw that kind of resentment begin, and then it just seemed to reach a boiling point.
So basically, he's saying that people were plotting on her downfall long before it happened, which is not remotely true. As when you sift through comment sections of old interviews and videos before the crypto thing went down, only found her to be relatable, funny, and adorable. And that's not to even mention that she was well accepted within celebrity and other social influencer circles.
When I say hot, you'll say duh, hot, hot.
Kinda did.
And the other thing is, she was not really shamed for the street interview. In fact, it made her so infamous and rich that she started an entire career in media, making tens of thousands of dollars a night for appearances. The backlash only came after she promoted and tried to profit off of something that people told her endlessly not to do. Because leading up to the release of the Hawk coin, she had done all this different promotion.
My Hawk meme coin is live!
And people in the crypto space were saying, do not do this, it is going to get sniped.
I really hope that there's not any more interviews kind of like the one I got, because now that I think about it and I'm like sober, it's kind of disrespectful to women, like the stuff he was asking, but you know, that's just how the world works nowadays, so.
Now don't get me wrong, if somebody did something sexual or exposed themselves physically in some sort of way, then yes, I do think the legal precedent should be set if an interviewer is blasting that out to the world without proper consent. But in the Hawk Tua case, her friend literally asked him to post it, while also inquiring about where they could see the video in the future.
Okay. Tim and DTV. Alright. You said we better post that? Yes. Okay. Post it through. Alright. She said we better post it. How did they catch you in 4K?
And even worse, the footage was released where it makes it very clear that her friend was the one who asked for a more explicit line of questioning.
Come on, you gotta get a spicy one. You want a spicy one? Yeah. Did she not ask for a spicy question?
If you go back and look, we asked relatively normal questions like, what makes you wifey material? And they took it a place where somebody else would take it.
This is my wife. What makes me wifey material? What makes her wifey material? That fat ass she got.
Only way to get over one is get under another. Amen.
I'm not a pillow princess. A little bit too intimate.
Back shots.
So to me personally, my sympathy for her is very low, because not only did this song now have to disgrace my ears,
if she don't hawk to her, I don't talk to her.
But she fully leaned into the Hawk Tua bit, while completely sober and aware of what she was doing. And she then sold merch, ran campaigns, had a successful podcast, and was on her way to becoming very wealthy. I guess what I'm trying to say is that viewing her as some sort of like naive child actually continues to hurt her image more than anything. And before I show you guys the craziest part about how Hawk Tua is currently making money, I actually want to show you guys how you can put some dough back into your pocket. And that is precisely why I teamed up with Mint Mobile for the sponsor of today's video.
Bikini
Because
pictures,
with Mint
probably.
Mobile, not only will you save money, but you will also save time. Personally, I always hated going to the store to buy a new phone. I did not want to deal with the long wait times. I did not want to deal with the pushy
by the moles,
salespeople.
bro. It's
But because everything
2026.
with Mint Mobile is done online, I found it extremely easy to switch my service over. I literally just signed up from the comfort of my own house in my underwear, and then they sent over my eSIM and I was back connected in a matter of minutes. And for me personally, this was like getting a 60% discount on my phone bill. And with their premium wireless plans starting at only $15 per month, I do think that you will have a similar experience. I'm talking unlimited talk and text, including free phone calls to both Canada and Mexico on the largest 5G network. So if you out there love saving money, I need you to check out Mint Mobile today. You can shop all their plans at mintmobile.com/Jamari.
I usually would
At the link
skip
below
that
in the
with it.
description, new customers can shop plans for Mint Mobile starting at $15 a month. Upfront
I made
payment
a
of $45
quick one.
for 3-month 5GB plan required.
I was
equivalent to
worried about
$50
my
per month. New
wood.
customer offer for first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra, see Mint Mobile for details. And it's interesting because normally I do enjoy the Channel 5 platform. I think that Andrew normally has a way of disarming people with his polite tone, while also still subtly calling them out, like in a recent interview he did with Shia LaBeouf, where he questioned his drinking habits several times while not coming off like a dick.
I just noticed in my personal experience, like when you're going through a super hard time, it's really best to put the bevs down.
Yeah.
Because when you're drinking to cope with sadness, oftentimes it can spiral into something deeper.
Yeah.
Because you're just delaying processing of those sad feelings for a long time, and eventually you're gonna get to that brick wall where you're like, I gotta face this shit.
Yeah.
Saying going to jail, like, have you thought like, damn, maybe if I wasn't drinking that wouldn't happen? Like, I
Who
gotta
gives
chill.
a fuck though? It's another experience.
Yeah.
Jail will be another adventure.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? That's cool.
He also recently got into it with that Look Maxa leader,
Listen.
clavicular.
If you want to be completely disingenuous, that's fine with me. I guess there's just no point to continue.
All right. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. All right.
Yep.
But hey, when it came to Hawkanomics, he put on the kid gloves, even allowing her to take a page
talking
out of
about the
Akash
kid
Singh's
gloves.
wife's book and blame all of the backlash on bots.
You know, the whole crypto scam controversy have a super negative impact on your fan base?
It definitely did. Like, I still get comments all the time about it, but I think it's like, mostly it's bots, I think, because nobody
You
really
have to,
cares
though.
anymore. But really all it is, they just want a response or it's a bot.
And the lack of pushback is even more evident when he asks her what she is currently doing to make money.
So what are you doing for, you know, money nowadays?
Let's see, I have my fanfics, fanfics.
So I gotta keep
Like, you
moving
can
my
post pictures of
mouse.
yourself on there, you can talk to people all day, but like, I think they gotta pay you to talk to you too, don't they? Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Maybe we should do that.
Do it.
Now, to be clear, Fanfix is advertised as a non-nudity website, but a lot of people actually use this as like an OnlyFans light, likely because of the stigma that comes with the name of that platform. Basically, they want the money to sell similar pictures without that label.
Did you see those tweets that went viral like over the past couple of days that said you had an OnlyFans?
Yeah, I heard something about that.
Not true.
No. I don't think I could ever do OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I mean, this is so weird to say. You gotta have something to sell before you can get on there. I'm nothing but back. So, I mean, they can leave me out of that shit.
And while she plays dumb, the way she has chosen to advertise her page is to bait people with sexual images of herself with provocative captions. Like even right here, she says, "Ready for me to release more feet stuff? Unlock this if you do." Now I have a feeling that I know who is funding her lifestyle.
Did you know what my toes are ranked on
But
Free
to
Finder?
see what
4 out of 5.
my video, like what's making it like.
The point was.
Probably how long my toes are, I'd
Yeah,
say.
that's.
Like she has obviously known about this feet phenomena for quite some time.
Worship my feet.
Work go call when
Worship
I'm
my
off about 2:33.
Worship my feet.
So this is good.
I said worship my feet.
Like to me, I think that is almost
That
freakier
real?
than selling nudies.
After everything's ended and, you know, nobody wants to see me on the internet no more, they expect
You
me
just made
to
everybody
just jump
soft.
on OnlyFans, make a quick buck, and be done with everything. I don't want to do that
But
at
they
all.
don't know that you're a true American.
And the thing is, if Andrew wanted to take this psychological approach to this interview, like when he tries to get deep when talking about why people seek fame,
I have a theory it's because all fame and desire for fame is rooted in fear of death. Existential anxiety about impermanence makes people want to seek fame as the closest thing to immortality.
then why not also ask her about the
Maybe.
pure irony in crying out about the guys who asked her sexual question that she welcomed, by the way, that in turn gave her this career and wealth beyond her wildest imagination, and then after she screwed that up, her turning around and sexualizing herself for a living once it all blew up in her face. Like, to me, that would be a much more compelling narrative on the life cycle of internet fame. I think Andrew does make good content, but for me, he really missed the mark on this one. And that is especially true when he runs a paywalled news platform that prides itself on being unbiased. But either way, I want to know what you guys think about her hawking her last to a Once again, I do encourage you to check out Mint Mobile, the sponsor of today's video. But either way, y'all know it's been your boy the Tan Superman, and some other internet memes out here need to be covered, so I'm out. Peace!
W. Jamari, but if cooking with Kaya fell off, how long y'all thought before she was gonna fall?
Better know what you're doing when you're going on that mission. I know professional shooters and I get them niggas pissed. But for that drill, they walk down. My young niggas most so sick. I try to teach this bitch a lesson. That little bitches wouldn't list. I tired of lectures. Now I'm sending all these hoes to the tent. I put my city on new swag. Little bitch, check out my invention. When BR niggas get a bag, we heading straight to the dick. I'ma put some diamonds in my dick. Reach for my jewelry, I leave you crazy.